when we sought the meeting in UFA. Was that not a muddling of the red line? Because we got no assurance from Pakistan.
So why should we get an assurance?
Let me ask my question. We called our foreign secretary talks on the basis of this Hurriyat issue, right? After which everything went into cold storage. Suddenly we start reaching out. We ask for the meeting. The meeting happens. Nawaz Sharif and Narendra Modi exchange pleasantries on Twitter. Isn't there a muddling of the red line in asking for that meeting? Why did we reach out? Why did we reach out?
I have 5 comments to make. One is your question and then also on what Dr. Singhvi said.
Yeah.
But first, on your question, there will be more messages on Twitter. We have not broken diplomatic contact with Pakistan. We, after all, enjoy diplomatic contact. These are not going to be the last occasions where they meet, because there are going to be other multilateral forums where they will meet. There's going to be no problem also meeting and discussing. SAARC could be an agenda, others could be there. Taking the bilateral issue is a story by itself and a separate story. In that, there is a statement. That statement needed to be respected. That Pakistan is choosing to expand it.
You don't think there was a blow-hot, blow-cold element in calling off those talks, then creating a SAARC yatra, then looking out for an UFA meeting?
No,
and more importantly, is Narendra Modi shifting very clearly away from the Vajpayee legacy on India-Pakistan?
You are entitled as an anchor.
This is not my opinion. This is fact.
Hold on. And I will request all of you. May I answer this? You asked me a question. Don't get defensive. I'm just.
Why would I be defensive?
I don't know, because the minute I started answering that, you started becoming defensive. So I'm just simply saying, Marka, come on. So therefore,
I am never defensive.
That doesn't matter.
Okay, answer the question.
So the point I'm making is that, look, end of the day, anyone wants to analyze history and try to see a parallel here or not see a parallel here, they are entitled to. Let's again go into this without emotion. This was specific. Mr. Modi is the Prime Minister. He decided to say, yes, can we talk on terror, about terror, which is critical to us. Pakistan doesn't want to. It wants to expand that conversation. We are entitled to. Second, Dr. Singhvi is saying just because there was a government that behaved like Rip Van Winkle, that does not mean we are entitled to behave the same way. I need to finish my last point. Where I had a point to make on this. About the Hurriyat. About the Hurriyat also. India has not imposed martial law. If they were to meet with the Pakistan High Commissioner on Eid, other things and all that, who's stopping them? The question is, can Pakistan be entitled to make them a precondition for anything that involves the two nations? No.
Okay, now Ambassador Karju, you just heard A.S. Dullat give a very ambivalent response on Baluchistan. I'm trying to get him back. We just lost the line there. We need to get him back for that. What did you make of that? Because Pakistan could pounce on that. I mean, he said, well, if my agency has done anything, I'm very proud of it.
No, that's only...
And I want him back on the line to actually clarify that.
No, that's only a flourish. I think we need to ignore that.
How can we ignore it? He's the former head of RNW.
Yeah, but you don't have to take gospel truth. He
was
just marketing
Barkha, what was he saying?
Something.
He was saying, look, these are terms of phrases. This is not serious stuff. He was saying, well, if they do it, then I'm very happy. But obviously, it means that they don't do it. That's how you have to interpret it. Now, one or two things.
Yes.
All governments have. All governments all over the world seek information.
Yes.
So if the government of India is wanting to know what is happening in Baluchistan, that's perfectly legitimate. In fact, it will be failing if we don't. But I want to come back with your permission to something that Nalin said. Look, Nalin, the hard fact is that on the Hurriyat people, on the Hurriyat question, for months on end, the present government, unfortunately, after drawing a tough line, skirted. Today, it's a complete going back to the August 2014 position, which I welcome, which I greatly welcome. And the lesson to be derived from this is that if one has drawn a red line, then one has to sustain it with great patience. And Pakistan cannot say that they will not respect international convention of not
But you do believe, therefore, that there has been a dithering.
Of course
there has been a dithering. Okay.
Just to answer one in a sentence, I don't need more. That things are not the same as earlier is evident only from one fact. After all, that parliamentary speakers meet was cancelled when 26 out of 27 countries didn't buy the Pakistan line of not inviting the J&K chief minister. So I'm just simply pointing out the policy, not everything may be in the open. Talking to the Hurriyat, as you pointed out, within the country, is a different issue.
Of course.
When Pakistan chooses to bring in an element, that is not going to be permitted to do so, especially when a statement is specific.
Can we, as we await that formal announcement from the Pakistan Foreign Office, which we've already broken, Nalin, just hang on for 2 more minutes. We know now Sartaj Aziz is not coming. I want to just reverse the framework of this debate. We've been saying, can this red line be sustained? That's one aspect. There might be a different aspect, Ambassador Karju, which is, should this red line be sustained, or does leadership demand you to be flexible at times, firm at others? So park that thought while A.S. Dulat comes back. Mr. Dulat, we are all very interested in your very ambivalent response on Balochistan. And since we don't want Pakistan to pounce on it, we thought we must ask you to clarify. What did you... And Nalin rejects it.
It's a joke.
But he was the head of RAW and you
weren't. Ask him to make that clear, because this I think is an unfortunate statement also.
Mr. Dulat,
you can't have a joke on something as serious as this.
Were you being facetious? Were you being facetious? Mr. Dulat.
You know, if you can ask me about money, surely I can say what I said just now, you know.
Sir, money you wrote about, sir. Sir, money you wrote about. I mean, I knew it, but you said it.
Yeah, but
so that's kind of different.
These are not things to be...
Mr. Dulat, more seriously.
Discussed on TV channel.
Sir, you said it, sir. I'm giving you a chance to clarify. You said if